to the Throwback Show. I'm Janine Franker.
And I'm Tia Lowe.
Today we're going to be reporting the story of a young boy named Bruno
And Shmuel.
The two young boys met each other by very weird odds. Bruno, being from a rich German family with a Nazi dad, and Shmuel living in a concentration camp, had no hope for being friends.
Stay tuned.
Hello, welcome back to the Throwback Show. While Tia's setting up for our next performance, I'm here with Bruno, the son of Elsa.
Hi.
Hello. So Bruno, let's explain you now. Why are you so important in this Holocaust?
Well, my dad's a general Nazi, and we had to move far away from all my friends, and it was really hard at first, but then,
Okay. So, tell me about where you live now. What's it like?
Well, at first I didn't like it because it was really plain and boring, but then later on I got used to it, and I turned out to like it.
Okay. You and your son, you're very close, right?
Yes, I love him very much.
Okay. Tell me about your relationship with your father.
Well, first, he always has an office, and
He always locks it where Brenda cannot get in.
and me and my dad are really close, but we don't really get to talk a lot since he's the general. And
He really loves his father. He's a daddy's boy.
Do you like that you don't get that your dad is a Nazi? Do you like that, or do you dislike that, or is it just how you have to live?
It's pretty much how we have to live. I mean, I don't like it, but I do not dislike it.
You met a friend while you were at your new home, and what was his name?
Shmuel.
Who is Shmuel?
He's a prisoner at a concentration camp.
Does that bother you that he's in a concentration camp?
No, not really.
Does it bother you why he's locked up? Do you think it's fair?
I don't. I mean, he's just like every other boy, so I don't really think it's fair.
Do you think, tell us how you feel about that.
Well, son, I'm really scared for you. I just want you to make the right decisions and be safe. I love you a lot.
Do you feel like you'll grow up one day and be a Nazi?
I can't really decide right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, hopefully by the time he is grown up and an adult, he will be able to make his own decisions, and hopefully the war will be ended.
So, I feel like it's kind of a house divided because it's your father and your sister Gretel, and then it's them, and they don't really care like what these people are going through. And then we have the more emotional side of the family where it's you and your mom, and you care and you want this over, and that's just how it's gonna have to be. But you just want it over, and you don't like hurting people. And see, your dad and your sister, on the other hand, don't care. They do what their country wants them to.
Like, he's a lot like me in how we're caring and loving.
So when you met Shmuel, what was it like? What was the surrounding like? Where were you?
Well, I couldn't really touch the wire fence because
It was sharp, of
Yeah.
course.
and it was kind of scary because there was all these people just walking around, and there were buildings and tents and smoke and everything. It was kind of scary at first.
Do you know what the smoke was back then?
No, I didn't.
Were you scared to tell him about that kind of stuff, to scare him and make him uncomfortable?
Well, he knew they were in there for a reason, but I don't think he needs to know what happened to them during the time period they were in the camps.
Do you think it's fair what happened to them?
Like I said earlier, I really honestly don't, and I don't think my son Bruno here does. But I mean, it's just what happens. I mean, we have to stick with my husband and his father.
So when you're visiting your friend, what do you talk about? Do you just talk about boy things and?
Well, he doesn't really talk a lot, so we don't really get to talk a lot.
What's Shmuel like? Like, describe him for us.
He's really shy, and
He
He's just a boy,
Yeah, I get it.
Boy
I get
things.
it. Yeah. So standing here today, what do you think? Do you think Shmuel is a good person, Or do you think he's just someone who deserves to be in a concentration camp?
I think he's a good person.
He hasn't done anything wrong.
He
He just has different religion than us.
Do you think his religion is okay?
Well, I mean, it's a religion. Everyone has different religions. Sorry.
That's okay.
So, I mean, you can't choose what religion you have. I mean, your family chooses it. And I don't think it really bothers him as much.
No.
You're told you're going to move, again, away from your home where you met Shmuel. And what is your reaction and what is Shmuel's reaction?
Well, I really like Shmuel, and he's my friend. So I really don't want to move again and make new friends. I like Shmuel. He's my friend.
And over the course, of the time you're hanging out with Shmuel and you're becoming friends, Shmuel, you realize, is getting more tired and bruises and cuts. And do you know what that's from?
I mean, I guess.
It's hard for him because he is young and
Yeah.
he doesn't really know what's going on. So I think he knows they work a lot and he's tired, definitely.
So, seeing that there are so many countries that you've been living in and so many people you know, what do you learn from this? Like, do you learn to stay close with friends or do you learn to keep your distance?
Well, I know that I usually move a lot, and so I don't want to I like to get close to my friends, but I don't want to get too close because then I'll just have to move away, and then
They're gone
hard.
then.
Do you feel bad for your son that this happens to him?
I mean, I do. I mean, I miss my friends that I make. But, we gotta go where my husband goes. I mean, we both love him very much.
Okay, so last question of the night, it was sent in by viewers, is overall, this whole process, what has it taught you? About this whole thing, about the world, what has it taught you?
That not everything is fair, and I guess that you just have to be yourself and hope
Go
that
with the
everything.
flow.
Yeah.
So coming up next, I'm going to have a one-on-one talk with Shmuel. And yes, thank you. Welcome back. Now we're going to be videotaping Shmuel. Hi, Shmuel.
Hi, Shmuel.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hello. Hi, nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hey, Shmuel, so tell us about yourself.
I'm a little Jewish boy, and I live in the concentration camps,
Mhm.
and my best friend is Bruno.
Do you have any other friends in the concentration camp other than Bruno?
Not really.
Okay.
What's it like in there?
It's really scary and dangerous.
Mm.
And I'm scared a lot. I don't know what's gonna happen a lot of times.
How'd you meet Bruno?
I saw him at the gate one day, and we walked up, and I didn't talk to him, but he really talked to me, and we became friends.
So what do you guys do when you talk to each other or meet each other?
He usually brings me chocolate, and sometimes we play basketball.
Okay.
Do you guys have any differences between you?
I mean, he's a German boy, and I'm a Jewish boy.
Mm.
So tell me how this whole incident happened with the fire burning you.
Well, he followed me in, and he dug a hole, and we went to the concentration camps, and we went to the shower, and we died.
Okay. Well,
It's really sad.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Shmuel, for coming.
Thank
you.
you for having me.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye. Well, we're for the Throwback Show with Janine Franker.
And TLO. Tune in next week. See ya.
Bye.